What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Nessie. If you're just tuning in, my name's Nessie. My channel's all over the place. I don't got one specific thing I do. I'm kind of everywhere. But today, we are making my mama's homemade recipe of Sopa Aguada, is what she calls it. So, whenever we weren't feeling good, or time we was just upset, she would make this for us all the time. So we're kind of improvising on certain ingredients, but I'll show you what we have. One second. Okay, so these are the ingredients I'm using. So I'm just using pasta. You can use your favorite one. I usually use Sopa de Fideo, or you can use Sopa Estrella. I got chicken broth, tomato sauce, garlic powder, and I'm using onion that I'm going to chop up and add a little bit to it. I'm kind of improvising and using ingredients I don't usually use. I usually use chicken bouillon and tomato bouillon to give it the flavor that I need. But we're kind of improvising today because this is all I have. So, I'm sure it'll still taste amazing, but these are the ingredients that I'm using today. Okay, I don't know how good of an angle this is, but, we are going to add our pasta and we're just going to brown it. I'm not going to make very much because I don't know how much she will eat. So I'm not going to make very much. You can kind of use your best judgment. There's not really a specific recipe for this. But I'm just kind of going to stir it until it gets brown. And another substitution for some of the ingredients that I have, so instead of chicken broth, you can use chicken bouillon. And instead of the tomato sauce, you can use tomato bouillon to give it the same flavor. And this is just supposed to be like a light little meal for when your tummy's upset. My mom used to make it all the time. It's just not too heavy. It tastes good. Makes you feel better, and you can always serve it up with some lime juice. Okay, so just so you guys can see, I'm just kind of stirring it until it is brown. So it's almost there, but not quite yet. So I'm just stirring it until it's a little brown. I don't want to overdo it, but I want to brown it enough. It just gives it a little bit of a different texture and flavor to the pasta itself. Okay, we're switching up the angles a little bit while this finishes. Okay, so I think my pasta is there. So this is what you want it to look like. Just brown enough so it gives it a different texture and flavor. This is starting to smell amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and add my chicken broth. Now again, there's no rhyme or reason to this recipe. It's just kind of play it by ear and season to your heart's content. So I'm going to add my chicken broth now. When I'm doing this, I just want to add... I don't want to add too much. I just want to add some, because we want it to be kind of soupy. So I want it to cover the pasta, but I also don't want to add too much that it overpowers it. So I'd say probably that. Once it starts to kind of boil down a little bit, I might add some more. Okay, so I have my pasta boiling with the chicken broth. We're just kind of waiting for it to reach a boil, and then I might add some more. So we're kind of just simmering at the moment, waiting for it to start cooking. So this usually takes about 30 minutes or so, give or take. Just kind of want to watch it and keep an eye on it to make sure it doesn't dry out or start sticking to the bottom of the pan. Okay. Oh my gosh, I really need to get a tripod that's meant to stand like on the counter. Okay, I'm gonna take off, obviously, the first layer of the onion. Now, I'm not going to cut a lot because I don't want to add too much in it, too much seasoning, because the whole point of this is to help your tummy feel better when it's not. So obviously don't want to add too much seasoning or too much to it. It should be just simple. Okay, I think I'm going to have to cut this before. So I'm going to cut the tail and the end of it, because we don't need either of those. And then I'm going to take off at least the first layer. I need to take off the second one too. Oh, maybe not. Okay, so we'll just take that off. Okay, now like I said, I'm not going to cut too much, so I think I'm just going to use about maybe that much. And I'm just going to finely chop it. So I usually cut it in half and then just follow the ridges. You want to go opposite from the ridges, so that it kind of cuts it in smaller pieces. Oh my gosh. Yes, and I still haven't found a good trick that works, that doesn't make you cry when you're cutting onion. So when you do find it, let me know, because I still haven't. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Ugh. Showing you the realness of cooking, okay? Anybody who pretends that this doesn't happen to them is a liar, because you cannot avoid this. And then you can always go in with your knife afterwards and chop it up even finer. Because like I said, I don't want to add too much to it, and I want them to be finely diced. Okay. Okay, and then the rest of the onion I'm going to put in a bag, and just a Ziploc bag. With a paper towel. So I'm just going to roll it up like so with a paper towel. And this is good to use for another time that we need onion. I actually think I might have cut too much, but that's okay. Okay, I'll wash my hands. And obviously I didn't show you guys, I did this off camera before I started cooking, but you constantly want to be washing your hands. And I'm just checking on the soup. Okay, so I think at this point, I'm gonna add in my tomato paste and my garlic powder. Now, obviously you want to be careful with the garlic powder. I'm using low sodium chicken broth, but not all of them come that way, so you want to test it and make sure so you know exactly how much garlic powder you need to add. So let me get my counter. Now, this is another one that's kind of like sweetness for your heart's content. So you want to make sure you don't add too much, but you also want to make sure you add enough. So we're going to come over here. Okay, I'm switching angles. So I kind of just want to add some. So the color starts changing. And then obviously you're going to taste test, but I want to mix this in. That actually might have been a little too much. So I'm going to try and check the acidity. This is the key to every good chef. You want to make sure you are testing what you are making. Yeah, it's a little too tomatoey, so I'm going to balance that out with more chicken broth. So I'm going to grab what I have left of the chicken broth, and I'm going to add some more to kind of balance that out. Okay, and then obviously we used this spoon already, so you're never going to reuse spoons when you're cooking, ever. So toss that in the sink. Grab a new one. And I just want to try and see if that kind of counteracted the... Okay, that did better. Let me... Yeah, I'm going to add the rest of what I have. And then I'm also going to add some garlic powder. Now, like I said, you don't want to add too much. I'm using low sodium, but you want to make sure that it doesn't taste too salty. And you can always balance that out and add some water or more chicken broth if you need to. Like I said, I don't always use chicken broth. I usually use chicken bouillon. But we had to improvise today. Okay, so I added the garlic powder and the rest of the chicken broth. And ladies, or guys, whoever you are that's making this, please clean as you go. Don't make a mess. Just don't. Just clean it as you go. So I'm going to add a little bit of onion. I'm going to grab like a handful. I'm going to toss that in there. Obviously, you can add more as you go. I just want to make sure that it's not too much, too overpowering. A little more. Okay, and then I want to mix that in. And I'm kind of just going to let that do its thing for a while, so I'll be back once it's done. Okay, as promised, we are back. As you can see, we have our steaming hot plate, a hot bowl of our Sopa Aguada. Oh my gosh, you guys are gonna scream. Like, look at that. It is amazing. Okay, So we're gonna do now, we've dished it up from my pot over there. We've dished it up with my ladle. And now I'm gonna add a little bit of lime juice and serve it up and give it to her. And we'll do that final reveal and final taste test. Oh my god. In just a second. BRB. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of lime just to kind of balance out that flavor. And everything just tastes better with lime, okay? So I'm gonna grab a spoon, mix this up a little bit, and see what she thinks about it. Mixy, mixy, mix. And then I'm just gonna use the same spoon to serve it to her, and I will let you guys know what she thinks. Okay, I'm not saying I'm a professional chef, pero like the little yaya I'm caring for, she gave me a 9 out of 10. Don't let him say, you know, before you're ready. Just saying. Don't say, oh my gosh, this was so fun to make. Like, this is so much fun to make. I can't even say how much fun it was. But no, I'm gonna have some. Because why not? Sorry, but they are. No, I'm seriously so happy. I got her to eat something. And I got a 9 out of 10. Yeah. Just saying. But this recipe is literally so simple. Like, I will link everything I used in the comments and also the substitutions that I normally use. Because today we had to kind of improvise because I didn't have what I needed. But like, yeah. It's still it's super easy. Taste amazing. Yeah. Can't wait to see. If you guys do recreate this, please tag me on all socials. I have them at the end of this video. Please tag me because I want to see. I would love to see, and I'd love to respond to your comments, you know. I love things like that. So please, if you remake this with my recipe, please let me know. Yeah. Okay, take care of yourself. I love you. I didn't know how it was going to taste without the normal ingredients, but it's fire. It really doesn't know anything. It's fire. It hurts more. Oops, I hope this isn't too hot. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, please make sure to follow me on all of my socials. They're all at the end of this video, and I'll also link them below. I don't know if it will take you directly to the link because I guess I have to get verified or something first for that. But I'll still add them below. Then I'll also add the ingredients. I think I already mentioned that before, but I'll add the ingredients. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe if you like this video. And I'm gonna finish this, but I will see you on the next one. Bye. Hey, we gon' rock it till the wheels fall off.